Alright, what's going on guys, it's GCP here. I'm gonna revisit the topic of skill-based matchmaking because on Monday, for those of you guys who are on the PlayStation with the new update, definitely felt something different. And I am on the Xbox of course, so I can't speak on this on a personal level or from personal experience, but on Twitter I definitely read a lot of the tweets out there saying that skill-based matchmaking was definitely in the game, and also from the people that I talked to who are on the PlayStation, you guys definitely felt it as well. And as much as Vonderhaar will say or deny that there was no skill-based matchmaking, there definitely was, right? And I don't know if skill-based matchmaking is still in the game or not, but I feel like a lot of people are saying that it has since been removed and everything is back to normal now. But for that time being, it was back in the game. Now, personally, I'm not a fan of skill-based matchmaking because I feel like the majority of people out there as well feel that it shouldn't be in the game, but that's not the reason why I feel it shouldn't be in the game. My reason behind skill-based matchmaking not being in the game, or why I feel like it shouldn't be in the game, is because of there are a couple of reasons, but before I get into that, I want to say that nobody asked for skill-based matchmaking. I feel like the casuals should be left alone because Call of Duty is mainly a casual shooter and it should be left that way. But for some reason or the other, they constantly want to try to bring it into the public matches. They want to bring it into the core playlist. Keep it out of the core playlist. Leave us alone. I don't see why I should have to worry about being burnt out in every single game because people are playing like they want to be scouted by Optic or something. You know, I don't care about that. After coming back from work and a long hard day, I just want to unwind and have some fun. I don't want to have to worry about being in a constant sweat fest every single match, putting on the best weapons, the best classes, you know, the best perks, trying to get the competitive edge over my opponents. Sometimes I just want to unwind and have some fun. I feel like a lot of people will agree with me on that. I feel like a lot of people just want to get into a game and play the way they want to play. Not because they're pressured by, you know, being paired up with people of equal skill level or greater. I feel like you lose a lot of people there. But one theory is, and I think that these developers, what they want is the noobs, the people who are maybe less fortunate in the skill level or category, department, whatever you guys want to call it. They want them to feel involved and not feel like they're constantly getting pub stomped by those of us who are maybe more skilled or decent at the game. Now, if anything, if you want these noobs to get accustomed to the game, if you want people to get used to the maps, if you want them to get used to the mechanics of the game and the weapons, stuff like that, if anything, include skill-based matchmaking for that first week of the release of the game. I think that should be sufficient. I think that's fair. Let me know what you guys think about that, because I feel that the reason that they put it in the game is they want people to get used to the feeling of the game and for people to feel like they're, you know, somewhat competitive and competing with other players of maybe higher or equal skill level. But for people to get used to the game, you want them to play against players of equal skill level for that week of the release included. But after that, it shouldn't take you any more to get used to the game. Throw it out. Throw skill-based matchmaking out the window because you're jeopardizing a lot of things, okay? Number one I talked about is the fact that I don't want to have to worry about getting into a constant sweat fest, and that's the majority of people, that's the majority of the community. And even more than that is the connection. The connection is the key, the number one priority. It should be the number one priority of your game. If the connection is not the number one priority of your game, then your game's a failure. Because if you're constantly shooting people and your bullets, your shots are not registering where they should be registered, then that's a problem. If you're constantly shooting at people and they're warping here and there across the map, or you're warping here and there and your game is not smooth, then that's a problem. That's a huge problem. You know, your priority should be working on the smoothness of the game and having the best possible connection so your game runs as smooth as possible. You know, your shots should fire and hit where they're supposed to hit. But if you're worried more so with people being paired up with the equal or greater skill level, then that's a problem. You know, you put your connection at risk by having somebody paired up with someone across the world just so that they can feel like they're competitive. And if your shots are not registering, if you're lagging all over the place, you feel like that is not your priority. You feel like your priority is having people play of equal skill level or greater over the connection of your game. I don't agree with that. I'm sorry, but that doesn't make any logical sense to me. You know, because connection is what should be the priority. It really should, because if your game's not playing that well, everything else does not matter. That's how I see things. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about skill-based matchmaking in general and what I said in this commentary. I'll catch you guys on the next one. This is GCP, and I am signing off.